Some people believe that if he could do it, then I could do it. If I could do it, then he could do it or she could do it. And it sounds all good and it sounds all right. But you know, you put two computers together and one's got 8 gig of RAM and the other one's only got 2 gig of RAM. Which one do you reckon is going to perform better? Obviously, the 8 gig of RAM. But on the outside, the shell of the computer, both of them look the same. Same material. They both look flashy and classy. But one of them holds 8 gig of RAM and the other one holds only 2 gig of RAM. There's more power in the 8 gig of RAM. And I'm not saying that God made more power in you more than the other person. But God has no, how can I put it? He doesn't, he makes us equal, but he also gives us different talents, different abilities, and if your ability is to be a doctor and my ability is to be a music manager, and I try to step into your ability, then it's not going to work. Or it might work, but I'll be stumbling all over the place because my ability that God has given me is not the same ability that you have got. And that's what people don't realize. People think that, I see the way how he made it. I see the way how he became successful. Maybe he made it that way and became successful that way because he had something put inside him before he even came on this earth. And it was from God. God put this special talent in this person. And there you are finding yourself trying to copycat. Yes, copycat, trying to do everything what that person does. You know what I'm saying? I want to tell you a story. There was a dad who had 3 sons, and he was a solicitor, lawyer, top lawyer. He had his own firm, his own business, and 2 of his sons followed his footsteps, the dad's footsteps. But the last son, wanted to be a singer. But the dad said, "Oh no, there's no money in singing. There's no money in that. Come and join your rest of your brothers and become a lawyer just like them. There's a lot of money involved being a lawyer." But the young son, his heart wasn't in it. You know when your heart ain't in something, but someone persuades you to keep on pushing you in that direction. And the parents do it a lot, to be honest. Parents, I got to talk to you today. Sometimes you do it a lot. Sometimes you push your son or daughter to a place where they just don't want to go. And if you understand the living God and you respect the living God, sometimes whatever your child wants to do, you must encourage them on the way. Yes, yes. But and some parents might say to me, "Yeah, but Nathan, yesterday my son wanted to be a vet. Today he wants to be a fireman." You know what I'm saying? And I will say to the parent, "How old is your son?" And if they tell me that he's at a young age, I will say, "Don't worry about that. He will find who he wants to be. Right now, he's just testing the waters." And you, as a parent, all you should do really is when he says he wants to be a fireman, you tell him he will be the best fireman in the world. When he wants to be a music artist or whatever, you tell him that he's going to be the best, or her, she's going to be the best music or the best singer in the world. You see, all you need to do as a parent is watch what God has put into your child. And when you see the talent, because God will show, you see, the talent will reveal in that child. From a young age, David Beckham loved playing football. I don't know if you hear what I'm saying. His parents paid money to make sure that he went to practice and have football practice and learn more about football. And look where David Beckham is today. Do you know what I'm saying? You see, a parent's job is not to decide what their son or daughter should be. You see, a lot of parents feel sometimes that they have failed in life and they had a desire, they had a dream what they wanted to be when they were very young, but they never become that person. So, what's the best person to fulfill their dream? Is their son or daughter. So they start to encourage their son and daughter, and some of these parents force their sons and daughters to become who that parent wanted to be when they were younger. And to me, that is wrong. Let your child, let your son, let your daughter be who they want to be. You know what I'm saying? I know it's the family condition or the family tree or the family's way. Everyone in the family's been lawyers. You know what I'm saying? So you want it to carry on through the family. But sometimes you just have to make the one who rejects the idea of carrying it on in the family. You have to allow him or allow her to be what they really want to be. Because you see, dreams, I don't know if you know what I'm saying. Dreams comes from God. Sometimes you would hear your child talk some big dreams, and the dreams what they talk is out of this world. But let them be, let them keep on dreaming these big dreams, because these dreams, I believe, come from God. Do you know what I'm saying? There is nothing new under the sun. Do you know what I'm saying? What you've done or what you're doing now, someone's done it before you. Do you know what I'm saying? But there's nothing new under the sun, but there's different ways to do things, and you find the right way for you. I don't know if you hear what I'm saying. So parents, we have to let the child and let the teenagers and the young men be who they want to be, because they struggle themselves to find out who they want to be. But sometimes parents cut the dream and say, come on, son, let's be realistic. If you became who you wanted to be, it ain't got much money involved. I know you love animals, you want to work with animals, but there's not much money involved. I know you want to be a singer, but if you don't hit to the top, there's not much money involved, son. There's not much money involved. Why don't you go to university and study law? You know what I'm saying? And this is the speech what kills the dreams. Today I'm talking about parents killing their son and daughter's dreams. I don't know if you hear what I'm saying. You have to allow your child, your teenager, the young man who lives in your house, to become who they're supposed to be. What we dream, what we think about, it comes from God. God is open up a channel through our minds that allows us to dream bigger than our situation. Yes, I said bigger than our situation. If you look at Tupac was in the hood. I don't know if you hear what I'm saying. Tupac was in the hood. Very poor, moving around. His mother was a crack fiend, smoking crack cocaine. You know what I'm saying? Tupac's future looked like it was very dull. Very dull. But Tupac had a way of doing poetry. Yes, doing poetry, putting words together, making them sound good together, but having the flow and having the tone of making great music. And if it wasn't for Tupac pursuing his dream in the music, then you wouldn't hear the Tupac story what you hear today. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the way he passed away, it's a sad thing with the way he passed away, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about his music career. You know what I'm saying? He left a legacy. There's nothing better than leaving a legacy when you've gone. Do you know what I'm saying? And this, I believe that God gave Tupac a dream. Even though the situation where he was in, poor and hungry, didn't have much money. Mom was a crack fiend. Yeah. You see, that sounds like a dead end story, that nothing good will come out of this story. But through the crack theme, I don't know if you know what I'm saying, through being poor, yes, Tupac found the score. He found what he supposed to be, you know, and when he found what he supposed to be, what God gave him a dream to be, when he found out, he grabbed hold of that dream and pursued that dream in his life and sold millions and millions of records and moved out of the place called poverty, what tried to hold him in handcuffs. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, you know, parents cut our dreams, and that's the wrong thing to do, because every man's dream, every woman's dream comes from God. Dreams comes from God. God will give you a dream. You know what I'm saying? And he might not give you all the tools, or you might not see all the tools in front of you to use these tools to complete your dream. But they are there. You just have to look a bit harder. You just need to search a little bit harder, because the tools that you need, for every dream there is a tool that's waiting for you to pick up and use. You know what I'm saying? You know, I remember, you know, when I was when I approached Keynote Studio, they told me, um, what can I do? What can I do? That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to know, what can I bring to their studio for them to sign a contract with me. And I said, bruv, listen, my name is Nathan King Brown. You know what I'm saying? I know people in Birmingham. I know people in Manchester. I know people far as Scotland. You know what I'm saying? And what I want to do is sign a contract with you to run auditions. All I need you to do is to find a good producer, you know what I'm saying, and find the record labels and introduce them to come to our auditions. Don't worry about me. I will ram out the studio. In other words, I will fill up your studio. And they looked at me and they kind of laughed, like to say, can you really do that? You know what I'm saying? Can one man really do that? You know what I'm saying? Because all I had was just me, myself, and my secretary. You know what I'm saying? My secretary. You know, my secretaries write all the letters to the music artists. You know what I'm saying? But I stepped out in faith and told them that I could do that. For 4 years solid, every month, I packed out that studio. Believe me, 4 years, every month. I brought money to Keynote Studio. Everyone who worked with me made money. Everyone who done business with me made money. You know what I'm saying? I had artists coming from Scotland, Birmingham, Manchester, London, coming to that studio. I had parents bringing their kids all the way from Birmingham, planning the trip, paying a fee of £80 before they even come to the trip, because for them to join up with me, they had to pay a sum of £80. Do you know what I'm saying? And I used to have about maybe 10 artists in the studio at one time. You know what I'm saying? I packed out the studio because God gave me a dream. Yes, God gave me a dream. You know, when I came to Reading, I didn't know no one. I didn't even know one person in Reading, not even one person. Later on, I met other people, but when I first came to Reading, I didn't know no one. And I looked at Reading and I thought Reading was a countryside place. You know what I'm saying? And I'm coming from London with my London attitude, jeans hanging down my waist, you know, sunglasses and fogged out, you know. And I said to myself, what can I do? What can I do? I need to be working. What can I do? And I said, you know what? I'm fed up of working for people. You know, I said I'm fed up of working for people. So I got on the internet and I start approaching different DJs from America. You know, I even got in touch with DJ Who Kid. DJ Who Kid was 50 Cent's DJ. Yes, sir. I got in touch with 50 Cent's DJ. You know what I'm saying? And I said to DJ Who Kid, I said, listen, I'm living in Reading right now. I come from London, but I'm living in Reading right now. And there's a gap in the market. And I know that people would love to hear your music. You know what I'm saying? And I said to him, I want you to provide me, supply me with your music, and I will sell them and I make it a regular business for me and you. This guy's a big guy. This guy's owned millions. This guy's got money. You know what I'm saying? Why would he want to talk to a person like me? He don't know me. It's not like I'm a superstar. Do you know what I'm saying? But sometimes you don't need to be a superstar. Sometimes you just need to be confident in who you are. And when you're confident in who you are and you explain to people who you are, they pick up the energy that you are giving to them and they open up doors for you. I don't know if you hear what I'm saying. So that's what I did. I was a Hackney boy coming to Reading hungry to make some money. But I didn't want to work in a 9 to 5 job. I wanted to do my own 9 to 5 job. You know what I'm saying? So I spoke to DJ Who Kid. DJ Who Kid agreed with me and start sending music right to my doorstep. I don't know if you hear what I'm saying. Right to my doorstep. Then I got in touch with another DJ called DJ Finesse. He used to do like the R&B, all the latest R&B mixes. DJ Finesse is a very big DJ of America. Do your research, you'll find out. I spoke to him, I approached him the same way as I approached DJ Who Kid. He agreed. He opened up the door and sent music CDs straight to my doorstep. From there, I approached other DJs and I got about 5 different labels of mix CDs coming to my doorstep. First class posts, you know, and I opened up before I opened up this market store, I met this man on the market. It was an Asian brother. But he was nice, you know, he was nice to me, you know, we became friends. And I said to him, listen, I ain't got enough money to open up a pitch at the moment. Can I, because he was selling tracksuits, you know, tracksuits and things like that, like hip hop tracksuits. So I said, you know what, let me ask him, you know, can I have a little pitch on your store? And he says to me, yeah, but he's gonna charge me something like £30 a day, you know. And I said to myself, it was a bit steep because the space what it was giving me was a bit small. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a big pitch, you know. But I said, you know what, you have to start from somewhere, Nathan. So I said to him, okay, brother, you know, I'll take it, you know. And from there now, it's like people used to come and buy the tracksuit because he was known for the tracksuits. And after they buy the tracksuits, because I wouldn't interfere with his sale, after they finished buying the tracksuits, I would say to him, hey, bruv, do you want to buy a CD? You know what I'm saying? You could play this in the car when you're going home. And they would say to me, yeah, but is it a good music CD? I said, yeah, bruv, listen to it, man. Only I had headphones at the time, so I had to make them listen to their headphone. And this time it was winter time. You know, it was raining, cold. No one really wants to stay out too long. So people just want to come and buy what they're buying, jump in their car, go home. You know what I'm saying? So I was lucky to get someone to stop and listen to the music. But when I played that track, I knew what track because I rehearsed what kind of tracks I'm going to play to them before I approached them, if that makes sense. You know, I did my homework. You know what I'm saying? There's some techniques in selling. You know what I'm saying? And I've got some techniques in selling to people, to catching people's attention. So I did my homework now and I pressed a track. And my man hear the music now and he's bopping his head. When I see them bopping their head more than once, I know that I've sold that CD. I don't know if you hear what I'm saying. I know that I sold that CD. So this is what happened, you know. And then the word spread around that this guy called King in the Market. I don't know where he comes from, maybe London. This guy called King in the Market has got some bad boy CDs. And next thing you know, I see people coming and say, hey, I remember my friend, he bought a CD off you the other day when he came to buy a tracksuit. And you see what that CD? I said, yeah, bruv, see that CD there, bruv. And they were just buying and buying. And before you knew it, you know, I had enough money to open up my own pitch. You know, so I went to the manager in Reading Market and I said, yeah, Jerry, that's his name, Jerry. I said, Jerry, you know, I'm ready for my own pitch now. He says, what size do you want? I said, give me a big size. You know what I'm saying? Because by then, I was building up my collections of music. I was getting music sent straight from America, from overseas, coming to my doorstep. And, things was happening. And it was happening quickly. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I thought to myself that, you know, is it really CDs I'm selling? Because the way my CDs were going off the shelf, it felt like I was a drug dealer. But I was a drug dealer in a sense, because music is like a drug. You know what I'm saying? But at least I wasn't selling on drugs. What's gonna hurt no one? You know what I'm saying? My phone was ringing because what I decided to do when I was on the market pitch, I decided to sell on there. But after when I sell on there, when I'm at home just chilling doing nothing, I decide to have a private line. So these guys who's going out in the evening time, who wants to have fresh music in their car where they could go pull the girls and go down West End and blare out their music, you know what I'm saying? They could phone me and I could meet them at the car park. You know what I'm saying? So I used to get the phone calls, meet them at the car park, but I told them that, if you're calling me privately, the least money you have to spend with me is £50. These guys was ballers. You know what I'm saying? These guys were ballers. You know what I'm saying? These guys were guys who had shops themselves. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them were agent brothers. You know what I'm saying? Respect to my agent brothers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them, what I'm saying, used to phone me and they used to spend £100 with me a time. One time I had, quite a few times, I had about 5 cars parked outside the car park, my car park, waiting for me to buy CDs. And every one of them spend none less than £150. You know what I'm saying? So I used to go to work in the morning, come back home, be in my house chilling in the studio, making up the music, creating the music with my team. Because by then, I hired people, I had a team around me. You know what I'm saying? I had a studio in my house. You know what I'm saying? I had all the equipment, expensive equipment in my house to make up everything. And these guys used to buy off me. But you see, what I'm trying to explain the story to you, I'm trying to tell you that, God will give you a dream. God will give you an idea and show you the knowledge and show you the wisdom and actually show you that you've got the power that's inside you to fulfill that dream. But not everyone can do it like you. I remember there's a time when I was at the market now and this guy came from London. He had a big, big, big tent, bigger than mine, much bigger than mine, and he had more music than mine. And everyone was saying to me, "Hey, King, ain't you worried? Ain't you concerned?" I said, "Worried about what, bruv?" I said, "Well, look at my man's tent, bruv. My man's tent is much bigger than yours. You know what I'm saying? He's got more CDs than yours. As far as I'm concerned, it's a competition for you, bruv." And I said, "Listen, there's no competition. Live here." You know what I'm saying? I wasn't accepting there was a competition. You know what I'm saying? Because as far as I'm concerned, the quality what I had, the team what I had was good quality. I'm the king. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of being not big headed, but being sure of myself. You know what I'm saying? That my man can't test me because I knew that I was getting the music straight from the DJ, and I know that if he's coming, I don't think he's getting it straight from the DJ. You know what I'm saying? But what I noticed is that a lot of my customers, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you don't have faithful customers. You know what I'm saying? So you have to always impress your customers. Sometimes you always have to entertain your customers to make them know that they are at the right place. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of my customers, I noticed, a lot of my customers were baby single mothers. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't have the father around for their child and they're at home most of the day. But yet while they're at home, they want to play a nice R&B CD in the background. So they had to come check CD King, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of them were single mothers, but I see these single mothers kind of ducking and diving, going to this new guy who's got the big tent of CDs. And I noticed that my customers went low, you know what I'm saying? From having about 200 customers a day, you know what I'm saying, to having about 50 customers. That was a big drop for me. You know what I'm saying? So people were saying to me, "Yeah, man, ain't you worried? Ain't you worried?" But I never worried. You know why I never worry? Because I believe that God gave me that idea. I came to Reading, I didn't know no one. Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what to do, but I refused to work for a company and make another man richer when I could, do my own business and make myself richer and then employ the youth them on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because what I done, I employed the youth on the streets who were doing the wrong things out there. I deliberately employed them. I went for the ones who were selling drugs. I went for the ones who were burgling houses, people's houses. You know what I'm saying? And I said to them, look, I'm going to give you a second chance because I know if you go to Burger King, if you go to McDonald's and you tell them you've got a criminal record, they're not going to employ you. But my name is Nathan Brown. I'm going to give you a second chance. You know what I'm saying? And I employed two guys, no, three guys, in fact, you know what I'm saying? I gave them a chance. And before I employed them, they were breaking into people's houses. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I see my customers ducking and diving, going to this big tent guy. And the people saying to me, yeah, you should be concerned. There's a lot of competition for you. But I don't know why I weren't concerned. You know what I'm saying? Because who God blesses, no man curse. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was standing on. And who God gives the talent to, another man can't take your talent. Another man can do the same thing that you do, but cannot do it as well as you do it. I don't know. There's something different. There's something different about me. There's something different about you. You know what I'm saying? We're like magnet to people. You know what I'm saying? I notice I'm like magnet to people no matter where I go. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to know someone. I like to talk to people. I like to get to know people. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of person I am. But like I said, when I moved to Reading, I didn't know no one. But then after that, I get to know a lot of people in Reading from selling the music. So my customers, they're ducking and diving, going to another person, this guy with a big tent. And I thought to myself, wow, let's see what happens here. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of prayed to God and I said to God, you gave me this dream. You gave me this talent. Why are my customers leaving me? God never said nothing to me. He never replied. You know what I'm saying? Days went on. My customers weren't around. The next thing you know, I see one of them come back. Then I see three of them come back. I see four of them come back. And when I see them come back, I said to them, where have you been? They said, one of them owned up and said, I tell you the truth, I confess, I went to that guy because he looked like he had more CDs than you, and he's fresh, he's from London, and this and this and this and that, And I said, okay, cool. So why did you come back to me then? And they confessed and said that his CDs look better than, did not look better than yours, but they look like as good as yours, but your CDs don't scratch. You know what I'm saying? They said that they bought CDs from him, and as soon as they put it in their stereo, the CD was jumping. And no one likes to buy a CD was jumping. You're playing a tune and it start jumping, repeating the same song. It really puts you off. My CDs was done in a studio. I had a studio in my own house. My music CDs came straight from America. The original copies, the original dub plates came from America. And basically, I had a studio in my own house. So everything was done by quality. You know what I'm saying? I was VIP in PC World. When I go to PC World, they offer me either champagne, a glass of champagne, or they would offer me a cup of tea. Depends what I want. But I was in the VIP section. The manager used to always come out and greet me all the time. Because when I went in there and I spend money big in there. You know what I'm saying? And it all started from, listen to me carefully, it all started from coming from London, coming to a place where you know no one and no one knows you, and developing the dream that God has put inside you and the talent that God has put inside you. You see, God would tell you that you could do it. Before I started this business, my friend told me that I need about £30,000 to start this business. You know what I'm saying? And if I didn't listen to my friend, I would have never done the business. I started with only 2 CDs. That's how I started, with 2 CDs. I started with sharing a stall, a pitch with another man and paying that man £30 a day. You know what I'm saying? That's how I started. Until we became the biggest in Reading. I don't know if you hear what I'm saying. The biggest in Reading. I had my personal DJ. I don't know if you hear what I'm saying. My personal DJ with mixing decks, mixing R&B and hip hop music on the spot, where a customer can say, I want a CD like this, and the DJ will mix that CD in front of the customer, record it straight away, put the picture on the CD, get the case for it, and send it to the customer straight away. So it's like, you could wait there while your CD's been mixed and mastered and buy it straight away. That's how we run it. You know what I'm saying? For 5 years I run this business. You know what I'm saying? So, but a lot of people tried to copy me. But today, everybody knows that Mr. King was the one who stands strong. People came and people went, you know what I'm saying, because they couldn't do it like me. And what I'm trying to say, don't try to copy anyone, because your talent is not the same as mine, and my talent is not the same as yours. If you put me in your field where you work and where you live and what you do, you know what I'm saying, I won't be able to operate it the same way like you. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm in my own talent and I'm in my own place and in my own community, you know what I'm saying? This is where God puts me. So God put me there for a reason. So I shall operate good in my own town, in my own area. You know what I'm saying? But what people think they see people and they're saying that, he's doing this and this is how we done it. This is how 50 Cent got big. You know what I'm saying? This is how, this is how 50 Cent got big. He got shot 9 times, then he made millions. You know what I'm saying? So you put yourself in a position to get shot 9 times, thinking that you're going to survive like 50 Cent, but you never survived. You died. You know what I'm saying? So don't try and copy people. You know what I'm saying? Find out what you're supposed to be. Find out why you are put on this earth and work it. You know what I'm saying? That's the way you have to do it. I don't know what you get from this video, but one thing I want you to get from this video is be yourself. Parents, stop cutting your son and daughter's dreams. You know what I'm saying? Let them be who they want to be. Encourage them, whatever you see. From a little baby, from the baby crawl, watch that baby. Watch that baby grow. And anything you see what that baby likes doing, constantly, repeating, doing the same thing, then you are seeing God putting a dream in that baby. Because whatever that baby constantly likes doing, yeah, it will develop into a dream. And before you know, when he gets a certain age, he will be following out that dream. So don't cut your kid's dream, because cutting your kid's dream is like taking God's hands off your kid. You know what I'm saying? And we have no right to do that, because to be honest, the kids are God. You know what I'm saying? God gives us the kids. You know what I'm saying? Just because you see a mom, a woman and a man who makes love and has a baby after a certain time, it doesn't mean that, they are our kids. No, they're God's kids. God gave you the ability to have kids. You know what I'm saying? So they are still God's kids. And God always puts a special talent, a little diamond. Some people have bigger diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Because my diamond ain't the same as your diamond. Your diamond ain't the same as my diamond. Your diamond might be a small diamond, but it will work in your area. My diamond might be a big area, because the big in my area is going to work in my area. You know what I'm saying? And God knows what fits, and he puts it in place, and he activates it. He activates your life. He activates your dream. He activates your talent at the right time, and he makes other people recognize that talent, and he makes you recognize that talent, and leaves you to do something about it. But he's right there with you, pushing you on, opening up doors as you go along. God says, meet me halfway. If you meet God halfway, believe me, doors will fly open for you. You know what I'm saying? But there's some people who has talents and they don't use their talent. So that's why the door remains closed. But if you realize you got a talent, yeah. Meet God halfway and watch how doors will open for you. But never copy no one. Never be jealous of no one. His stuff is his stuff. He might have a BMW, convertible BMW. Don't worry about that. Find out what you need to have. You know what I'm saying? And be proud what you have. And be happy for the next person who's doing successful in life. You know what I'm saying? You can't be happy about you being successful and not happy that someone else is being successful, because God will take away your success. You know what I'm saying? Jealousy doesn't come from God. Jealousy, I repeat, never comes from God. So it's always good to be happy for another person. You know what I'm saying? Some people say, yeah, but these rich people, they take all the money and they leave us with nothing. Let me tell you this now. Be happy for a rich person. Because if you get a kind, rich person, they would create a job for you to make you have the opportunity to become as rich as them. Yes, 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 yes. And the rich cannot just work on their own. The rich always need someone to help them. You know what I'm saying? And when they open up that door and, you know what I'm saying, give you that opportunity, you will have the ability to be rich like them. Do you know what I'm saying? So never hate rich people. Love rich people. You know what I'm saying? Because they are the ones who's giving us jobs to give us the ability to become just like them. This is Nathan Brown. I hope you guys get something from this. God bless you guys. I'll speak to you guys soon. Peace. One love.